So, one of the things that really holds people back to set up a business in today's time is lack of a marketing plan. Or, in fact, most of the people in today's time are not having an idea of the vertical in which they are looking forward to launch a business. So, let's say when you think about launching or, in fact, selling different properties, that means a flat or a land, it falls under the real estate vertical of business, which is part of a product. If it comes to selling educational courses, then you are looking forward to promote services, which is part of education. Then it could be medical, retail, tour and travel, hotels, restaurant, media, car, jewelry, home decor. So, I mean, in fact, when you launch any kind of business, it has to be decided if your business is falling in the category of a service or if it's a product, which is quite simple to differentiate. Anything that you can touch, feel, see, or in fact deliver to customers' home, that is a product. That means e-commerce products are products. Then a food item is a product, a car is a product, jewelry, watches, home decor, all of these things are the products. On the other hand, if you don't have a product, then you can simply provide the services. So let's say if you are good at educating someone, you can provide educational services. If you are a doctor, you can really treat people. You can think of providing medical services. If you are good at making some online content, it could fall under the category of a media services. So it's quite simple. If you have a skill that you can sell online or offline, it falls under the service category, or otherwise if you have a product, that goes under the product category. Now, once you have decided your business type, that means the type of business that you are looking forward to do in your country, then comes the idea of setting up this business, which starts with first of the stage, this first stage of three stages in marketing, which is all about setting up your website and having your digital properties. This is point number one. Once your digital properties are set up, then you have to think about setting up your digital profiles. And finally, after setting up your properties and profiles, you get the marketing and the investment stage. I'll break down all the stages for you so it's easy to have a business. Cool. Now, in stage one, which is all about setting up digital properties, the first thing that you have to decide is a business name. Now, this is what you are deciding after deciding the category already. So let's say if you have decided to have a business for e-commerce company, let's say if you are selling jewelry or watches, then your business name has to be aligned with your business type. Then you have to decide your logo and colors, which is totally free. After to which you have to check the domain and hosting. Domain means you have to go to Hostinger, GoDaddy, or any domain provider. It could be Google as well. And there you find if your business name is part of the domain. So let's say if your business name is XYZ, you just find if xyz.com is available or not. If not, then you can think of changing some domain names. And then finally, you have to decide a domain for the business. Once your domain is decided, you have to take the hosting. Hosting is a server where you put all of your files of the website. And then you have to think about creating a website on WordPress or on Shopify. Both of these things are the content management systems. We call it them CMS. The website creation is quite simple. You have to choose a theme in WordPress or in Shopify and simply upload your services or products in any of these two website themes. Finally, it's very important to have your products listed in the marketplaces. Again, these marketplaces can only list your products, not the service. So you can go to Amazon partner page and upload your products. First of all, you have to create a seller account in Amazon or Noon or eBay. Once your seller account is approved by providing your company details, then you simply upload the products in these companies. Now, these marketplaces get orders on the daily basis. They are always having good amount of traffic who comes on them. If they like your product, if they visit on your product, then they can certainly place an order on these websites. Now, This is stage one, which is all about setting up the property, just like setting up a shop in the market. If you don't have a shop available, then nobody could really come to your shop to buy the products, right? That's why it's utmost important that you have the shop ready. In the digital world, we call it a digital asset, or we call it a website, or maybe a partner store or a seller store. Now, once your shop is set, then we have to get your shop in the market. That means we have to come under the stage two, which is all about setting up the digital profiles and do some branding activities. Now, digital profiles is all about having the Facebook page in the system, having an Instagram account, and then also having a LinkedIn business page. If possible, you also create a YouTube channel. Along with that, you think of having a LinkedIn profile page. So this shows the credibility of your company. When people think of buying any product, they really check the profile pages of the companies. If they don't find the profile pages, they don't get the credibility, or the brand value does not come in their mind. They don't really get the right perception of the brand. Now, once these two parts are set, where the first one is all about setting up your property, that means having a shop. Second part is all about listing this shop in the partner sites, in Facebook, in Instagram, in LinkedIn. So when people are searching for your shop, they get it listed on the legitimate websites. Now, once these two things are said, then you get into the final stage of the marketing, which is all about marketing and advertising. Now, this marketing and advertising can be divided into two aspects, two parts. Marketing means any activity that you are doing. It could be free, or as well as it could be paid. That means if you post anything on YouTube channel, if you post any post on Facebook, Instagram, it's all free, but it comes under marketing services. On the other hand, advertising is something which is always paid. So when you think about showing up your ad, showing up your company in the Google ad result, it's the part of Google Ads. When you think about showing your ads in Meta, it's again the part of the ad results. Now, the reason why people run ads is because they have a controlled audiences. They can really target their ads to anyone whom they want, maybe in the age range, maybe in the gender, maybe in the city, and to as many people as they want. For example, if you are simply posting one single post on Instagram, the post will not reach to a lot of people if you don't have good number of followers. Using ads, the same post can be taken to hundreds and thousands of people depending on the amount that you spend over it. So in the stage 3, it's all about taking your service or the product to the audiences, either by simply posting on the organic profiles or further advertising it through Google or Meta. Then let me just elaborate how you target your audiences in Google and Meta. So when you think about targeting your ads to people, you really have to find out the right audience. We call it buyer persona. Buyer persona is the ideal customer for your product or service who's going to buy these services. So it could be tier A cities, it could be males or females, it could be anyone who is health conscious, it could be anyone who is in between the age range of 30 to 60. Depending on your product or the service, you have to write down a buyer persona. Once you have the buyer persona written, then same persona can be used while running different campaigns. So let's say if you have a jewelry for females, then in the buyer persona, you will only be listing females, not males. Then if you think these products will be majorly purchased by females in the age range of 18 to 24, then in the age range, you always mention 18 to 24 so that the ad or the product reaches to the right audience. Now, these are the marketing platforms that can be used for marketing services. That means for free advertising. Well, that's not the right word, for free promotion. Okay, so in social media, you can hire someone, or if you don't have the money for it, we call it social media manager. These are the people who are doing the social media postings over the internet. But let's say you don't have a social media manager. In that case, you can simply create some post over using Canva. Then you can further create some videos or reels and start posting this information on all of these social media profiles, starting with Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. Then one additional way to promote your website is a SEO, that is stands for search engine optimization, which is all about promoting your website using some set of keywords. It's a bit technical though. When you start doing it, it usually takes 6 to 8 months of time. So think of having a shop which is gonna get the audience, which is gonna get the customer after 6 months. Of course, the shop won't run for that long. So that's why we have to use combination of marketing, platforms and marketing types. You can't rely on SEO alone. Then you can, of course, list your website, in fact, your product on Amazon, become the Amazon partner. Finally, you can think about connecting with a lot of people over the internet who are putting on their content on the regular basis and become a partner with them. You ask these people to promote your product. You do a deal with them, you fix some amount with them, and then you get your products promoted through these people who are called as influencer. The entire process is called as influencer marketing. Now this entire thing is majorly for free unless you pay some amount to influencers. That's totally up to you. Then we have the ads platforms, advertising platforms, starting with Instagram ads. Then we have Facebook ads. Both of these platforms are part of Meta. Nowadays, we also have WhatsApp ads. Then we have Google ads, Amazon ads, Snapchat ads, TikTok ads, YouTube ads. Now, all of these platforms consume good amount of money from your pocket. So if you don't have funds to promote your business in the market, you cannot really think about using any of these advertising platforms. All of these platforms are paid platforms. On the other hand, if you think you don't have the money, you still have these marketing platforms available. Organic platforms, I should rather say. These organic platforms needs your energy, your dedication. It will take a good amount of time to promote your services, your ads. In fact, your banners will take a lot of time to reach these audiences. But yeah, it will still do the needful. You can still push your brand, push your product to a lot of people in the market. But then it won't get good number of eyeballs. The ads cannot be shown to thousands and millions of people when you launch it in the very first day, which can be possible through using these advertising platforms. That's why these companies, and that's how these companies, Google, Amazon, Facebook, earn the money. They are the advertising companies. They take the money by showing ads of different big giants, big companies. Anyways, then in the end, when it comes to Google, you can think about launching different campaigns in Google. It could be a search campaign, which is necessary to show the ad on search page or search engine of Google. Then you have display ad that shows the ads on Google partner websites. That means when you go to any application, any website, you'll be seeing an ad running over there. We can have a remarketing campaign, PMAX campaign, shopping campaign, video campaign. Lots of campaigns can be launched using Google Ads. On the other hand, we have Meta platforms. That means Facebook, Instagram. Then we have WhatsApp as well. There you can launch page like campaign, brand awareness campaign, engagement campaign, traffic campaign, product catalog campaign, conversion campaign. So we have like 8 to 10 campaigns available in Meta as well. And finally, you can really think about how to grow a business. Now, I know you would need a lot of amount, lot of energy, lot of time to launch any of these business types, but I guess you have a good idea right now about these 3 stages of marketing. Before I end the video, I would like to recap this. You start with creating a digital property. That means a website, or at least sign up with a e-commerce marketplace like Amazon. In stage 2, which is totally free, you can create different profiles over social media. That means a Facebook page, Instagram account, LinkedIn page, or maybe a TikTok account. And finally, in the third stage, you think about doing the marketing and advertising of your brand to take your product to the entire country.